You're listening to 5 Minutes with Scott and Clay, where you listen to Scott and Clay talk for 5 minutes. Today's subject is, if you were to write a book, what would the genre be, and what would it be about?
When was the last book you read?
The last book I read was a Harry Potter book,
Really?
and that was back
Like
2018.
2018? I thought you read them all. You got them all in your office.
Yeah.
Why do you keep books in your office? It's work. When do you read these books? Like when you're supposed to be working?
I want to reread the whole series again.
At work.
No, I keep them at work, but when I start reading again, I'll select the book and take it with me. I have nowhere to put them at the house,
So
so I put it on the bookshelf.
you have nowhere to put a book.
A collection of books.
10 books. Your house is that packed that you can't fit 10
I
books
don't have any
in it.
available shelf. I don't have bookshelves.
Scott, you made 2 bookshelves for your office.
Yeah,
You can make one for your house.
I don't have time. You should see the list of things I've got to do right now.
Everybody has a list.
Yeah, so I don't have time.
They're
to
on
add.
a bookshelf in there. Just take the bookshelf that you have in there back home.
No, it's not good enough to keep
It's
at the
no
house.
good enough. You've been reading a lot, huh? A lot of
Yeah.
English books there, huh?
Yeah. I don't know. I like a good John Grisham book.
We're not over this that you won't take. So you want to start? Where are you going to start reading the book? Like you just randomly pick it up?
I haven't had time to read a book, so I don't know. I'd like to start again. Because whenever I did start, like I couldn't put the books down. I was deep in them for however long it took to read them.
How long does it take you to read a book?
I
Like
don't know.
Harry Potter.
I'm a slower reader.
I can see that.
I absorb the information and sometimes like read back over it.
Yeah, I could see. I could
Whereas
see
my
you
wife-
like reading the same page at least twice.
No.
You don't do that?
But my wife, she reads through so fast when she's reading to the kids. I'm like, slow down. No one can process what you're saying.
Yeah, like Spot and Jack. I mean, what happened between them?
Yeah.
You know, I feel you. She covered
And
that.
sometimes I like to make sure I didn't miss anything because normally I'm never caught off guard by an ending to a book. I can normally pick up, okay, this is about to happen. So-and-so murdered so-and-so.
So,
I mean, you always start with the spouse. But,
well, it's always the person who had the most to gain, right?
yeah, or lose.
Or, well, I guess, yeah. Yeah. Once I want there to be like just a killer who, like, I guess that would be a sealer.
A lot of times if say the husband and he knows the wife is wanting a divorce, he's got a lot to lose. He's like, hey, I need to do something about that.
You're reading romance novel, like romance mystery novels.
No, like Dateline, like every episode.
Well, that's
Me and my wife used to watch Dateline together.
that's not a book.
I don't know, but I finally just got tired of watching it because it was the same ending. The
Yeah.
spouse did it
Always.
to get insurance
And they're
money.
they're always like, "Oh my god!" Like, have you
that's-
not watched Dateline?
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I feel you. Like, come on, mix it up a little bit. Aren't you into murder podcasts?
Yeah. Speaking of murder podcasts,
Where did we go that time that we were like middle of the night riding and we were talking about murderers and stuff?
we were talking about the gosh, what was the
Was
murder?
it the Zodiac
The
killer?
Zodiac killer.
That's a creepy story.
Yeah, and there's so many people, suspects
Yeah.
that fit the description of the murderers like to a T.
Yeah. But the worst thing about that whole thing is we were literally in the middle of nowhere at like 4 or 5 in the morning riding, and there was like no cars on the road. And Scott's telling me this story about how he just would pop. Didn't he like camp out or something? I don't know. I can't remember anything. Anyways, it was pretty scary.
Like I'm listening to a murder podcast right now. It's really aggravating because you've got to have a lot of time to sit down and listen to podcasts
Yeah.
in a row. And they build up the suspense in one episode and then leave you hanging.